Yes, come in.
Hi, how's it going?
Hi.
I'm with Ball State Athletics.
Hi, nice to meet you.
How are you doing today?
Doing well.
Yeah? Good to hear. You know, great time to be a sports fan. A lot of playoffs coming up.
Yeah, I
got
know.
basketball and hockey going.
Yeah, I stayed up to watch that Pacer game last night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah,
They end up winning. They're up 2-0 right now. So
Nice.
I'm really excited. I live in Fishers, even though I work up here in Muncie. So it's everything. All of a sudden, you hear basketball for the first time. Pacer basketball for the first time in a while. So kind of neat to see.
Yeah,
so.
that's great. I mean, I don't want to step on any toes. So I'm actually a Chicago guy. Grew up in the suburbs of Chicago, so.
Is Rose going to come in and sneak in? No,
You know, I don't
worry.
think he will.
Yeah,
I don't think he will.
I don't think he needs to. I think let this season go, start up again next year. I know that they keep hinting that he might. If they win this, which I think, they 1-1 right now, or
it's tied 1-1.
Yeah, it's tied 1-1. Yeah, because they snuck one out. So I would love to see them beat those guys. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. It should be a good run though for both teams.
Yeah. Have you ever seen them play in person?
I have actually been able to get to a couple games.
Oh yeah, I went to one Chicago. I saw when I saw Michael Jordan in the old stadium.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, it's like a dream. I mean, I remember where all this stuff. I was like, is this real? To actually see those guys play. So
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Well, maybe we can get you out to a game sometime
That'd
after
be
this.
fun.
So, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to meet with me today. And
no problem.
You're really busy, so try to make the most of everything we can today.
Well, it's okay. I probably have about 40 minutes. So I know you're probably less than that, but I know I do have a thing. I always like to tell people that I do have another appointment in 40 minutes.
Okay.
So if it gets too wild and crazy, I'll have to stop.
Yeah. What I'd like to do today is just learn a little bit more about what you guys got going over here at the credit union, and learn a little bit more about what you're doing with Ball State University. I know we've got a partnership already in the works a little bit, but really just find out about how your company is advertising throughout the Muncie community, how much of a reach you have beyond Muncie, find out what some of your goals are for your marketing and your advertising, and then really show you how Ball State University will help you be able to expand what you're doing right now. How's that sound?
Well, it sounds good. What I'm looking at, we struggle with, are we Muncie or are we Ball State?
Right.
And really, we are Ball State. When I go and I think of marketing, I'm thinking Ball State first, and then we can make anybody a member that has a parent or a connection to Ball State, whether it be a student, somebody who worked there. So I think the whole town of Muncie has some kind of connection to Ball State. So it makes it easy so that we can do a lot of people in the area. But when we market, we really need to spend about 80% of our marketing towards, and that's 80% towards Ball State. We love the athletics. We've always been really in touch with that. But it's really, when you think about it, and you see it too, who is my audience? Who is my people? Is it the students or is it the faculty?
Right.
And the alumni. And without a doubt, it's 70-30. And you hate to hear that, but really it's 70-30, 70% faculty and alumni, 30% I'm spending 30% of my time and resources on students. Couple different reasons. The faculty and alumni, they're my money makers. Those are people that's right now giving me auto loans, giving me CDs, getting their checking and savings in there, and doing the mortgages and stuff like that. The students, they're getting checkings and savings and stuff like that, and for the future, they're the future of me. So I have to pay a lot of attention to them. But today I need loans. Today I need some CD growth, and that's where I need to go ahead and attack them.
Right.
And as you know, because I'm sure you've done your history and you see what's going on.
Yeah.
I've been attacked by those doggone banks. Okay. I struggle with banks, kind of like how we struggle with Central Michigan.
Right.
These are two competitive people going for the same place.
Yeah.
I feel like, hey, I'm Ball State's credit union. Don't have any banks messing with us. You're supposed to come to us. We're that relationship.
Yeah.
Okay? But they don't. But then when you think about it, who's the trustees? the trustees are people from financial institutions.
Exactly.
You know, and I love Dave Heater to death with that little SOB, but he is the CEO of Merchants,
Mm-hmm.
and he's also a trustee. And by God, you know, he's trustee because he wants Ball State people to come to his place.
Right. So.
And that's just one example. We have other banks that's out there too, Mutual, and all those guys too, that are coming and they're attacking us. You know, you saw the first day of school, you see all these Chase tents.
Exactly.
You know, trying to, hey, look, you know, for a big old fee, we'll have you all do all these little toys that we can give you. We don't have that. We have very small pockets. We can't do that. You know, it costs every tent that you see, that costs them $1,000 a day. I don't have $1,000 a day.
Right.
Now, and the other thought is, am I spending $1,000 a day on students? And I just got done telling you that it's a 70-30 kind of thing. So we struggle, and that's where we want. So we figure, you know, when we go through athletics, that maybe we can go ahead and get a stronger go hit that hard.
Right.
Be able to these football games and these basketball games see Ball State Federal Credit Union on it, and maybe get that name recognition out there.
Exactly.
And hit that. And then we'll hit the students because students go. We'll hit the faculty because the faculty goes, and go that route.
Exactly. So would you say that you're more trying to gear in towards targeting students? You know, you've got that 70-30 split, and you're really focused on that 70 split with the alumni because those are your money makers, like you said. But so are you trying to build it a little bit more, maybe a 60-40, 50-50 split between alumni and students?
I think we'll keep with the 70-30.
Okay.
Now, we want as many students as possible.
Right.
But you got to remember, it's not like it was 20 years ago when, okay, let's go and I'm going to throw my kid over to Ball State.
Yeah.
And they don't have any kind of accounts. These guys already have accounts coming in.
Right.
It's hard to transfer stuff. It's because you got to remember, now everything, it's not like you have to go to a credit union and give cash and get cash.
Right.
You got your ATMs, you got online banking, you can get on your cell phone and do anything you want, and then connect to an ATM and get all the money that you want, or go to CVS and get the money.
Exactly.
And so it's a different style, so it's harder to get those students. And since we really don't need these students right now, we'll get as many students as possible. But if we want to put our money is in that 70% of the faculty and alumni.
Okay, cool. So then you said a little bit of, you like working with athletics because you get that good range of alumni, faculty, and students in there.
Yes.
You know, what are some of the things that you're currently doing with Ball State Athletics that you really like that we're doing for you?
Well, as you already know, probably because you've got a brochure, that we're actually the CBC. We're actually sponsoring their big event for this year.
Right.
In fact, my CEO's picture's right there, and I had shoulder surgery. So that the one time I didn't go golfing, like darn, it could have been a picture of all these hundreds. But we do that. We do a lot with the basketball. We give a lot of money. We actually at halftime we have a shooting contest, a free throw and 3-pointer and half court shot that we give a student if they make it, that kind of stuff. So we do that. For a football game, we have them kick, and it's the Ball State Federal Credit Union kickoff for a thing. So we do that. We work a lot with Chris over there at the athletic department and really work with solicitation, making sure that we go and try to get that when they go into a stadium, they see Ball State Federal Credit Union.
Right.
Now, what I would love to do, and I don't know if you'll be able to do, is I'd love to have a no-compete situation where there's no other banks or financial institutions fighting with me on those LED lights that they have there.
Right.
If you could see, and we understand that's going to cost them extra money to do it, but we're willing to pay a couple extra bucks to have that no-compete thing because I want them to feel Ball State Federal Credit Union when they leave.
Right.
I don't want them to think, well, the credit union's this one and Mutual Federal is a bank, and I see them just as much.
Yeah.
And I see Mutual Federal, they have these little toys, and we can't afford the toys because we have smaller pockets than Mutual does. You know, don't get me started back on that again. We'll talk another 10 minutes on that. We'll have our 40 minutes will be done.
Yeah.
So here's what we want. We really need to, we feel like we attack that something with the athletics. That'll get our name out there, get it out there.
Definitely.
We're willing to spend a little bit more than we did last year to do it.
Okay.
We budgeted more next year for it. But we have to have a win-win.
Right.
So you graduated from Ball State?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and what was your major?
Professional sales.
Okay, so you understand positioning is everything.
Yeah.
We got to get those positions.
Positions, okay.
When we talk about positioning, and again, I want that 70% to see me. The 30% students, and I know there's only 42 students who go to basketball games. That's a whole different story we'll talk about another time.
Yeah.
These 70%, that's the group that I want to see.
Right.
I want them to see that, and I want them to feel it.
Exactly.
And if we need to give out freebies, we want to give out the freebies to them. We want them, I want them to say, get your Ball State Federal credit card up and raise it high, and when you raise it high, we'll pick one and we'll give you $1,000 or something like that.
Right.
We want that kind of connection. We need it to be a win-win. You'll win because you got your money.
Exactly.
Which goes into Ball State and everything. But we need win too.
Yeah.
And that's what I really want to work with you one-on-one with.
Right.
That's going to create the relationship that we need.
Exactly. And that's really what we're all about here is building that partnership mutually, not just one person gets something out of it and the other person just kind of gets the shaft on it. We really want to make sure that both parties are happy.
Yeah. You hear me a lot about the win-win, and this one's got to be the win-win.
Yeah. So what I'd like to do, just really quickly, is summarize everything that I've got and just make sure that we're on the right track and that I can provide you with the best solution possible.
Okay.
Okay. What we've got is that you want to really build that relationship between Ball State Credit Union and Ball State. Your focus is on Ball State first.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, we've got that 70-30 split like we've been talking about. You really want to focus on the alumni and the faculty because those are your money makers.
Mm-hmm.
And then the students, you really want to keep that at 30% and really grow towards the future. And you're struggling to do that just because you've got all this other competition in the area. Mm-hmm. So the side that you see best is working with us over in athletics. Basketball, you've got the free throws, the three-point shots, a half court, all that. And then football, you've got the kickoff. And you're looking for no competition, which I can't necessarily promise you that today, but it's something I can go back and talk with my team and get more about that, of course. And then you said you'd be willing to spend a little bit more if you can get the good positioning.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. What I've got with me, actually, if you want to take a look at this, so we can kind of keep talking. It's just a little, really quick proposal, just kind of going through some of the things that we've got here.
One of the things is, I got this stupid iPad. I can't. I'm not like you. I'm an old guy.
Yeah.
Can you email me that stuff later on today
definitely.
so we can go in? My CEO's golfing today. He's over at CBC event over at South Bend.
Right.
So he's with, or maybe even your boss is out there. I'm not sure, but anyway. But I'm slow typing. It just takes me forever. So if you can email it to me, then we can go ahead and get a better relationship.
Of course. So, what we've got, just real quick overview. Like I said, we really want to build that partnership between both entities and make sure that it's beneficial for both of us.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, just real quick overview with that.
Okay.
We'll go into basketball. One of the things that with basketball, we're not only going to just have you advertise throughout this, we're going to be able to bring you into the game so that way you're out there, you can network as well, get your name out there personally, individually, and then really just see what's going on and how we're performing. Mm-hmm. So we've got 40 general admission game tickets, the use of the recruiting room, so every time you bring in clients, anyone like that, really impress them. Food and drinks are all included with that. And then the on-court presentation at the beginning of the game, we'll say this game is brought to you by the Ball State Credit Union.
We like
so
that.
You're out there, you're in front of everyone can put a face to the name. Mm-hmm. And then you also said you want to have that position, that reach. Well, the logo is going to be on the game day cover program.
Nice.
So they're going to have that, and it's going to say Ball State Credit Union.
So they can take it home with them.
Exactly.
Like
and that'll be something that they'll have in their hand, and they'll be thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the presenting sponsor. So like I said, you'll be on the court of the Ball State Credit Union. You'll be out there waving to everyone. Mm-hmm. They'll see you, and they'll see your company.
Good.
So then also, like you were talking about the signage, what we can get is we've got this great new LED board, and I'm sure you've heard some of the reports about upgrades to facilities, and they might want to try to bring in not only this LED board, but a video board as well to the football and basketball stadium. So that's something that they might be getting in the works. So we can also get you up on there when that time comes. But with this, the LED board, we've got a minute per half. So a minute of time. You might not be up there for a full minute, so it might be 10 seconds, something else, 10 seconds, something else. And then bonus time at the end of the game.
Okay, Good.
And like I said, I can't guarantee that you'll be the only bank on there, but I can go ahead and talk to our people and see if we can't work.
Don't use the word. I'm not a bank. That would be
Right. I said the credit union.
I make people road laps to you.
All those banks competing with you.
Okay.
So I'll go back and I'll talk with my people and see if there's something we can work out to put in a no compete clause in this contract.
Sounds good.
Okay. So then we'll go on. We got the football. Pretty similar. We're going to get you a page and a half, or one half full page color in the in the program. So again, it's going to say Ball State Federal Credit Union, and people are going to see that. And this, we're predicting, is going to reach about 30,000 people that go to the games.
Okay.
And a lot of them are going to be alumni. They're going to be faculty, and then the students as well.
Okay. Can you also write down that I feel pretty comfortable that we're going to be in another bowl game this year.
Yeah.
We had to rush it last time to get some advertising stuff in. Can
Right.
we talk pre-talk maybe at the beginning of the season? That way we'll have everything in place this time around. Okay,
of course.
We've already budgeted for it, but
if it's in there, we'll take care of that for you if that's something you really want to do.
Yeah.
And then talking about radio coverage, I know you said you focus Ball State first, but a lot of the alumni, which are your big money makers, they're not within the Muncie area. A lot of them branched out, like you know.
They're right there.
Yeah, they're in this area.
Yeah,
so the great thing about this is, with the basketball games on WLBC, the men's basketball games, and the women's basketball games on WERK, you're going to be, like you said, in this area where all the alumni are at. So we're going to be saying, this game brought to you by Ball State Federal Credit Union, and they're going to reach those alumni.
We really need that. Yes, I love that.
And then, something else with that, just for you guys, season tickets to the basketball, the football, and volleyball games, just so, again, that's something you can give to your employees, your best performing employees, some of your best clients.
That would be great.
Your little giveaways as well.
That'd be perfect.
So how's that all
I like all that.
Okay.
And again, when we look at the possibility of bumping even up on some advertising, if you can, if you give me a couple numbers, because we did budget a little bit more than we did for last year.
Right.
And check that, again, check the OP. If we can't, that's fine.
Yeah.
If you can for a big old price, at least throw me what the big price is.
Okay.
And we'll go from there.
Yeah. So with everything that I've just showed you with that, is that something that you're all interested in, like to move forward with at least all that?
At least this, absolutely.
Okay.
Anything extra, work it up. I have to go to my boss. My boss then shows the board.
Definitely.
He says the board gets approved. But I have to show it to him.
Okay.
And he's the gatekeeper. So I have to go through and all that stuff.
Okay.
And then I'll get back with you real quick.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll get this all in the works. I'll get back, find out about that no compete clause, the bowl game, and see what other extra we can put in there for you.
And then definitely what we talked about, you can email it to me, so then we can go ahead and get regrouped.
Definitely.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
We're good. Let's keep this relationship going. Okay?
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
All right.
Nice to meet you, and hopefully we'll have a long relationship together.
Of course.
Take care. Have a good rest of the week.
Yeah, you too.
And I got a bunch of other stuff to do. Yeah. All right. Take care.
Well, thank you again. I appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Bye.